YouTube Live is on. I don't know why it's not on, but it's supposed to be on, to be honest with you. Huh. Hold on 1 second. Is it on? Is it on? Is it on? Yes, YouTube Live is on. Oh, okay, thank God. I need to go in here and embed the thing. Copy. Wait a minute, I need to embed. 1 second, guys. And it's gonna be 20%. Save, publish. This would be 90%, I need 100%. Publish. Okay, perfect. Whew, that was close. Okie dokie. All right, welcome back, guys. The second live streaming I'm doing for 2024. Now, I'm gonna promise you guys there will be a release once every 2 weeks, live video happening, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Saturday. That's for the English version. There will be a Mandarin version 12 hours before that, which is happening on 12 p.m. Taiwanese Standard Time or China Standard Time, doesn't matter. So it's basically 12 hours, 13 hours ahead right now because of daylight saving, but it will be on Mandarin version, exactly what I'm gonna be talking about in the webinar today. So this is a continuation of the local SEO guy webinar that you guys have been through with me last couple weeks ago, actually, and so I'm going to probably give you guys some review about it, and definitely going to give you guys some stuff like definitely going to give you like a more advanced version of tactics. Okay, so don't worry about it. Some people have told me that it was not as clear as possible, so feel free to jump on to Zoom meeting with me, and then I'll be right into it. So those who are on Facebook, on YouTube, anywhere, guys, you guys should definitely hop on, leave a message. And yeah, so I'm gonna begin. So what we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna share screen right now. Okay. This is gonna be sharing screen today. So you guys will be able to watch it over here if you guys are just gonna watch it. If you guys want to hop on, make sure you private message me through Facebook or YouTube comment. I will send you the Zoom links, but if not, I will make sure that we're not getting disrupted by anything else. Okay, so I'm going to close this off. I'm going to be going to here. So local SEO is extremely important, as I have told you guys last time. So for the sake of the definition, is basically optimizing your website, your business for local map attack. In order to do that, okay, you need to make sure that you have a verified Google business listing, Google business profile listing, and you are able to edit as much as possible. And we're going to show you all the tactics today, and I'm going to be as quickly as possible but as thorough as possible today, so that you guys get the best out of it. And if you do still feel like I don't give you enough insight, feel free to leave a message. and I will improve upon that. Okay, how's that? So this is my profile. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of things that we need to take notice. Now, as we scroll down, you can see that it gets a little bit more scrolls than most other ones because there is a lot of these things that we talk about. So coming back to this screen, when you're logged in onto your proper Gmail account that basically is the admin for this Google Business Profile, you're able to see this screen. And same thing as when you're doing it on your phone. First and foremost, we need to make sure our profile is done correctly. What does that mean? Okay, so first, business name. Okay, my business name is registered as my full name. This is my company registered in Ontario, Canada. Whatever your business name is registered, you gotta be putting it exactly as it is. Do not add keyword like digital marketing consultant, digital marketing agency, online marketing agency on your business name because you're gonna get flagged by Google nowadays. You used to be able to do that. I still see some people do that. Honestly, it gives you some boost, but then once people find out, Google is gonna automatically delete them anyways. The next thing that you need to focus on is business category. Okay, guys, if you're doing this, make sure your primary category is exactly what you're offering and exactly what you want to be ranking for on Google Map Pack. So for me, I offer internet marketing service. I used to do marketing consultant, but marketing consultant is way too broad. So I want to focus on internet marketing. So on top of that, I have website design and marketing consultant. You can add more additional category as long as it's related to your primary category. Okay, so I'm going to show you. If we type in search, see, I do search engine optimization, but it's not going to be showing up. But if I type in marketing agency, okay, you could do that. Marketing consultant, marketing agency. You just keep on adding more of it. Now, you shouldn't be adding too many of them, although you can add up to 10 of them. You have to be directly related to your offering. Okay, so that's really key, really important. Next, we should go to description. Description is where you're gonna spend a lot of time on because you can type in like 750 words. That includes your brand name, your keywords that you want to focus on, the offering that you're doing, and other keywords that you want to be ranking for. Although it's not correlated, it's not directly affecting the way that you're getting ranked. It's good practice to include all of those keywords that you're offering. Okay. Now, say for example, you are not so sure how to write it because you'll be like, Simon, I'm not good at writing English, not to mention writing, description for my business. There is Google Gemini AI now existing right here. So we don't need to pay a cent. We just hit suggestion and see what it pops up to be. So establishing this. Now I am not too sure about this one, so I am gonna be, not so worried about it. You can write the one that you want. Okay, I'll talk about how to write better description, maybe in other live video. But do make sure you have it. Now, opening date is very important as well. Google actually will show opening date, whether or not you have been 5 years in business, 10 years, 20, 50, etc. Make sure the date is correct. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is to add the phone number. Actually, I'm going to take this away. Just use this one because I do not want people to call the other number. That's my personal cell. Please don't call my personal cell. But this is my business number. Make sure you put in your business number in there. Website. Okay, website, I always include the UTM parameter. Source is GBP profile. Medium is organic. So people who goes through this link in the website, button on Google Business Profile will have this URL parameter. It's a little bit advanced. If you're not so sure of it, just input in the HTTP version, HTTPS version of your website URL. Okay, preferably without the www, because it's gonna get like taken off some space. The next thing that you need to add is to add a whole bunch of other stuff, right? So I have YouTube. So people should know that I have YouTube. So I want to put it in. I also have LinkedIn. I have Pinterest as well and TikTok. So why is this so important? So I'm gonna like actually go into each and one of them. So the first thing that I want to go into is YouTube. So this is YouTube. I'm gonna copy and paste without the subscriber thingy. And then the next thing I need is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is LinkedIn profile, not your LinkedIn page and so on. Okay, so make sure you just copy the LinkedIn profile address. The next thing that we need is Pinterest. I do have a Pinterest board. It is this one, I think. I hope I get it right. Log in to this one. How about this? Hopefully this is the right one. To be honest, I haven't logged in for a while. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nope, this is not the right one. I logged out. I know it's a little bit of annoying. And so let me go into another browser. I'm gonna open up Pinterest.com, and I'm going to log in using this. Log in with Google. There you go. Okay, now it's right. Wow, they have so much stuff right now. Okay, so where is the stuff? There we go. Pinterest.ca. So it's this one at the Pinterest. Last but not the least, my TikTok. Guys, you have those, just add them in. Just add them in, okay? This is my TikTok. Once you have added all of them in, okay, obviously it's gonna take time for Google to review them. And a lot of time you might even get rejected, but like just re-upload it as long as it's yours, okay? It's a legit one. The reason why we're uploading is because it's gonna show up right underneath here. I'm gonna show you where it is, right here. Okay, so it's gonna be right here. So far I have Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook on there. So if I refresh this, and it's still not there yet. Okay, well, doesn't matter. Let's keep on going. If it's get rejected, it's gonna get crossed off. The next thing is the short name. We don't really have an ability to edit our short name anymore. We can delete it. Yeah, just ignore it. All right, the next thing, business location. I talk about this a lot. Your business location is very important, where you have your address fully registered. However, sometimes you can move the pin a little bit. So I'm gonna move it right here, right beside the halal guy. That's what it is. Safe. The reason why we're moving the pin is trigger, kind of make the Google think that, oh, we have been updating our stuff a little bit. Okay, so that's what we're doing. All right, service area. This is critical, guys. If you're offering stuff, let's say for me, I'm able to offer the entire United States, also Canada. Okay, but because I want to rank for downtown Toronto, then eventually or Toronto, Ontario, and then Ontario, Canada. Okay, the service area is where you ultimately want to rank for the location. However, it should make sense. For me, I'm doing internet marketing consulting. I can take clients all over the world, just like a lot of these web consultants. If you are a local service business, let's say it's a dental clinic, acupuncture clinic, cosmetic surgeon clinic, you are not moving anywhere, so you can only serve people in the area that you're in. So make sure you're putting those in. Make sure you can do a broad map. Could be the city, the neighborhood, the street that you are at, the postal code, etc. Okay, as long as they're the area that you're able to cover. Okay, people can find you through these areas. Okay, make sure you hit save. Opening hours. So, as those who haven't noticed, I am actually not in my Toronto office right now. I'm traveling. Let me temporarily move back to Taiwan, Taipei, where my parents are living. Just because they're getting older, and I would like to spend more time with them. So I kind of adjusted my hours. Okay, if you're doing consultation, etc., it's gonna be still based on Eastern Standard Time hour because that's where this location is at. But 9 to 12 a.m., 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., 21, so 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. The reason why I do this is because that's the time I'm able to talk to people at that time here. Okay, so soon it's gonna be not daylight saving anymore. So I'm gonna adjust this again. Just make sure this opening hour and closing hour is exactly matching the way that your business is at. Okay, stretch your hours. So if you have Chinese, you have Chinese New Year, put it in. It's your off. You have other New Year's stuff. You have other special hours. Put it in. Okay, just make sure you put them all in. Google will actually show you like, well, there's Boxing Day, there's Family Day, Good Friday, Easter Monday, etc. They will actually ask you to review. The next thing is online operating hour. That is your website. If your website is on all the time, 24 hours. All right, that's it. The last hour section that we're looking at is if you're actually serving stuff. For example, if the restaurant. If you are, kindergarten, you are a takeaway, like drive-through, whatever. This is all kind of very focused on food kind of type of business. Okay. Or like if you're doing flower delivery or anything delivery, you kind of have to put it in. Okay. Just make sure it matches. So we're done with the hour. We're now going with something called attributes. Okay. These are attributes that's newly added, I think like early 2023. If you are a business owned by a woman, which I'm not, you can see I'm a man, then click yes. Accessibility, there's no wheelchair because my office is on the second floor. No gender neutral toilet. I don't really let people go. Like, I don't really like people to visit my office unless they're my friends who I know them for a while. This crowd is more like, I don't want to say this, but more personal choice, political opinions, etc., etc. I am not against or for, so I don't put anything in there. If you are, you can put it in. You actually will show a symbol. Planning, appointment required. Yes, in order to talk to me for every single client, even prospecting, I do need to take appointments. So that's why I will have an appointment calendar. Service option. All right. So I offer online appointment. Yes. On-site. No, because I'm no longer there. In Toronto right now, I still take clients from Toronto and the entire US and Canada. So now the language is I don't speak any of these languages except Cantonese, English, Mandarin. That's it. Whatever language you're able to speak, click yes. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for editing the profile section. Again, just make sure to be as complete as possible. And let's see if we have all the social media. Okay, it's approved. So all the social media is approved. So now let's take a look. We refresh the window. We now take a look at, and still not showing. Okay. I'm gonna see if on my phone is showing. 1 second. Simon WY1 Toronto. Fantastic. Oh, it actually doesn't show on the phone. Yeah, it actually doesn't show on the phone. It only shows on the computer. Okay, well, that's that. So let me drink a sip of water. Okay, so the next most important thing that you need to do is to gather as many review as possible. But before that, I wanna leave that until a little bit later because review, yes, is indeed very important. I'm not doing enough, as you can see, but I do encourage and I do help my clients to get more reviews. So let's move backwards for reviews because that and the ask for reviews actually they should be side by side to be honest. Google, please take notes. Move this to here. Okay. So let's move on to messages. Let's say you are a so I'm using the connector. That's like one software to read all the messages. But if you don't use any other third-party app, you're using the mobile chat. This will directly help you respond to people's message because actually quite often. So chat button. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, yeah, I'm using it. Nice, nice, nice. So as you can see, chat button right here is now available. Okay, before it wasn't available. So that's something that you guys have to notice. You need to make sure this is set up because a lot of time you might even get people sending a chat and then talk to you about it. Okay, make sure to set that up. It's gonna have a whole bunch of setting. I'm not gonna talk about it right now because I feel like it's gonna take a lot of time. So let's move on to adding photos. Adding photos is super important. We have regular photos, we have logos, we have cover photo. Let's start with the cover photo. Cover photo is what we will see over here. I'm gonna click on the map and show you. This is the cover photo. So no matter what, people will see this first. It's not like the other photos. Okay. The other photos they will see like if I click on it, this is the street view. This was some stock image I included in there. Okay, so that is the cover photo. Let's make sure you guys are understanding what I'm doing right now. Okay, so let's go back to here. So that's cover photo. You must do something nice. Okay. I think this is pretty nice. I can make it a little bit better, but I think this is pretty nice. So the next photo that you need to do is your logo. As you guys can see, logos right here. This is your logo. Okay. In order to show this as a logo, you must make a logo. Simple as that. Just upload a logo. It's a grid image. It's probably like 256 times 256 pixel. Doesn't matter. It's like doesn't even have to be super like high quality, to be honest. The rest of the photos or video is what's going to be showing this. This is something I would highly recommend you to do this in conjunction with posts. And just treat Google Business Profile as another Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. I know it's a lot of work to do, so a lot of time I'm using like a social media management software within the system I invested in, and I will just basically blast out all at once. That's something that you should be doing. If you don't feel like posting on so many different places. And the reason for posting everywhere, posting here especially, regularly posting your photos or videos and posts right down here, where is it? Right down here, is because it will get noticed by Google. Okay, you're gonna start getting more traffic. Trust me. Okay, I'm gonna start doing this in 2024. I know it's like February 18th, and everybody should watch me. I will update this as regularly as possible because I'm launching a new service called Axel System. I will show you guys that later. But let's come back and focus that. So make sure you are adding photos, you're adding videos, you're adding cover photos and logos. At least that's the first thing you should do. Cover photos and logos, you should do that so that you can see this properly. The next thing that you can do, very importantly, is the products. Products is this, super important. Product is super important. Why? It takes up space. It takes up this much space. Okay? You do want to get this much space done. So add product, edit product, if you already have them, or add product. Okay, so you can go in there, put in the product name, put in the categories. You have an online course that I offer, put in the price, description, and the URL plus the image. Why product is so important is because when people are clicking on this, they have a chance to actually click on visit site. Okay, so once I click it, it's going to start loading. It's going to take people to this page. Voila. And yeah, that's my long hair. In my Toronto office, of course. And yeah, there's a chance for you to increase your sales. So let's keep on moving. You should create as many categories as possible because it's going to take up some more space, some more space, some more space, some more space. Yeah, so more space. Explore categories. You're going to take up space over here as well. Okay, so it's just treat this as a minimal, like very small website. Okay, so I'm gonna like show you guys on the phone as well. I don't know if you guys can see through the tiny screen, but it's gonna take a while to look how long this takes. Like look, long time, right? All these. So that is something that I would highly recommend you guys to do. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do after you finish adding the product, okay, just so take a note. Sometimes you won't see product. I don't know why, it just happens. But if you're lucky, you have product, then you're good. If you're not lucky, you only get to use services or menu. All right. If you're a restaurant, there's not going to be services, it's going to be menu. Now, with services, we got a little problem with Google wanting to mess up with your thing, right? I have an internet marketing services as my primary category. Believe it or not, Google added all these in. Google added all these in. So it's actually very difficult to like really make a service. Like I am even tired out of deleting any of these things, right? I don't have telemarketing. I can do all the other stuff, but like that's a lot, right? So hopefully I'm able to. Oh, what did I just press? I just said yes to that. Oh, goodness sake. See, now I have all these services I need to add descriptions to and prices into and keywords and everything else. Like, it's a lot of work, believe it or not. You just have to do it, grind your teeth, bite it, whatever. Make sure the title, the service description have keywords. Okay. Conversion rate optimization service is what I offer. It's basically whatever your website is looking at. It's gonna make sure it's converts. Okay, that is what conversion rate optimization. So I'm gonna describe it. Okay, if you don't know what to write, just go into Gemini. It's free. It's very useful. Okay. Next thing is booking. Okay, booking is super important. Now I can add another link. Now, if you add this properly, you will see that I'm going to use one of my clients as a The, you can see there is a button right here. Okay, this button right here is super important. This versus this, I have no button over here. I only have an appointment, and it will take people to my contact page, right? But with this button, I open it. It's so big, right? And then I'll have the actual like calendar that people can look at right away. They still get to have that button somewhere if it shows. Okay, so make sure you're using the right software. I'll suggest you the software later on. But you gotta have the booking link. If you don't have a booking link, at least take people to your contact page. Okay, that's that. Q&A. This is the annoying part. You need to actually do this manually. So you're gonna ask how to start a business through marketing, through digital marketing, and then you're gonna reply it, right? Right? You reply the actual thing. So use two different, I guess, Google accounts. Ask a question, type it out. As long as it's like related to your thing, related to your services, then you need to ask them. Okay, and then click answer on the main account, right? It says owner, right? That's me. Starting a business through that, you can build an online difference, blah, 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 right? This is all just like a lot of BS, to be honest. Like, you don't have to add a lot. Like 5 Q&A is good enough. 5 major Q&A. Just make sure you add them, please. So now we're at updates. Updates is like the post that I just talked about. You can now add update, offer, and event. Let's explain to you one by one. Updates, just like a regular blog post. You put your photos or videos here. I think the videos are like 1 minute long, if I'm not mistaken. Let's actually ask this. How long is Google business profile post video size version? Okay, so that's that. We know that it's at least at most 30 seconds long, up to 75 megabyte, and 720p or higher. Let's say there is something else. So JPEG or PNG, that is the photos. Excuse me. Video guidelines, 720p. However, what I didn't see is the dimension. What is the dimension? What is the dimension for Google Business? Come on, give me a dimension. Okay, so someone from Greenstick IO says it's a 4:3 ratio, but this is image. 4:3 ratio. What about video? It doesn't say. Yeah, I mean, try your luck, right? 4:3 ratio is pretty good. So I'm gonna close this. Anyways, you know it. Update as often as possible, once a week, twice a week. Just do it whenever you're posting your Facebook and Instagram and all the other stuff. Okay, so make sure you add at least a photo. Again, you can use a software to do all that. Add an offer. Offer is like a deal. As you guys should know, Boxing Day, all those sort of stuff. You have an offer, put it in 20% off, free consultation of something, right? And then put in the end date, right? If you think the end date is too short, then just extend it, right? But as we all should know, like the offering, as long as like offering, like it should be time limited. Okay. Terms and condition, link to redeem. So link to redeem is basically the URL you want people to redeem it. Yeah, that's that. event posting. I mean, it's pretty similar to the other stuff that I offer, right? But it's an actual event. So what I should have done before putting this live video is that I should always have a event pre-built. Okay. Since I'm doing this every 2 weeks, I can actually post this say tomorrow. Starting to tomorrow, is gonna be it's gonna be that and that, right? So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna post it saying like 2 weeks later, Saturday is gonna be at this time, and the URL is gonna be book online, right? And then goes to the booking page. Yeah, perfect. That's what we should do. Okay, guys, you should do this as often as possible. Just so you guys know, every 6 months, your post will only last 6 months. That's what the latest update told me. Okay. However, as you guys can see, this goes way back. This goes way back. Okay, way freaking back to like my old stuff. So I don't know what they're saying. To be honest, there's not much I can say about it, but I highly recommend you guys to um, post as often as possible. Okay, again, you can use the software. I'll talk about it in the next live video. How's that? Okay, I'll talk about that. So we're now left with review because if you have done everything that we've talked about so far and as regularly as possible, you're fine. Okay, you're good like that. But review is still the key thing when people are searching you on Google Map Pack. Okay, so let's ask for review. Okay, you need to make sure you ask for a review. Google have this URL. So what you do is gonna click link copied, send it to your previous and existing client, customer, patient, etc., and ask them to leave a review with your service keywords. Okay, and then just express how nice it is. If possible, add a photo. You can now add photos on the review. Fantastic, right? Now, here comes the problem. When you have a review, a lot of people don't actually reply to review. I do. I do reply to all the review, okay? So if you don't reply to review, that's not good. You must reply to review. The second thing that most people won't do, or actually afraid to do, now I know this goes against the terms and condition of Google review, but if you guys remember, there used to be something called the NPS score, Net Promoter Score. Basically, it's on a scale from 1 to 10, you are asking them how they felt about the service. They felt about the experience. They felt about the food, etc. You're actually going to do the same thing. Utilizing a form, send them to a form first, okay? Have a 1 to 5. And then if there's hitting 1 to 3, they're going to have a pop out saying that, hey, leave us their feedback so that we can improve. They leave a 4 to 5, then they can be directed to this link, ask for review, right? So that is what I would say that you can do. But it does go against terms and conditions, so I don't often do that anymore. If you do want to do it at your own risk, but that's just something that I heard about. So what else can you do to ask for more review? So to ask for more review, take the URL, put it on your phone. I use Android, Google Pixel Pro 8 Pro to be exact. And just go into a website browser like Chrome, hit the share button. Okay, I'm gonna actually show you. I think I have this. Okay, I'm gonna take any random website that I was browsing. Okay, let's say the developer Google website. When I'm bored, I read these things. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, so this is the website. Okay. So let's say, for example, the website that you want to do. So you're gonna click the button right here. Click the share button. It's so hard to do this. Nope, that's not what I want. Sorry. Click the share button. So share button. Okay. And then there is a QR code. Oh my God, I give up. Okay, I'm gonna put this QR code. You guys saw the QR code. QR code. There you go. As you guys can see, that Tyrannosaurus by Google. Okay, so this, print it out, or just take this to Canva, make a poster, put it on your counter. Ask people, hey, just leave me a review by scanning this QR code. That will decrease friction, and that will get more people to be willing to actually leave a review on your business, Google business profile. The advanced version of this is that you take something like, so this is not an NFC, it is NFC, okay. They have an NFC behind every single device, right? Your phone has NFC. That's why you can like tap and pay. Near frequency chip. You can buy empty ones and then use your phone to write this code inside. Whenever they tap this NFC button, card, etc., it will go directly to leaving a review. Okay. I do that for a lot of my clients who are around me, but if they're not around me, unfortunately, I have to instruct them how to do it. If you can do it, fantastic. That is the advanced version of doing things. So, what else am I not doing? What else have I not shown you guys? Let me just go back and here. I think I pretty much show you guys everything except like the software that you guys can use. But I think that's good enough for today because if there's a lot to do, guys, by hiring someone like me, we can do this for you guys, right? I have a team to do entire service. I know exactly what to do for every single thing. I know what to post, and I can post on behalf of you. But if you do want to do it yourself, that's perfectly fine. Make sure you follow exactly what I told you to do. Update all the profile. Okay? Get the message turned on, add more photos, add products, add services, add the right booking link so that you have a booking button that shows nice and big. Add Q&A, add more updates, add events, add offer, and then you ask for more reviews. Okay, so doing all that is just the beginning of local SEO. You still need to go to your website. Still need to optimize for your title tag, optimize for content, optimize the schema markup so that you are going to be able to offer this everywhere that you go, right? I don't do a lot of things with my business website. Unfortunately, I should, but that's because I'm busy. You have no excuse. If you're running your own business, you gotta be doing this. Now, if you think you really don't have the time to do it, go to my website, go to my contact page. I'll give you a free 15 minutes audit. Okay? Fill in the information, right? Just fill them in. Just fill them in. Fill them in. Do everything. Okay? Once you fill in everything, they will take you to an online booking calendar for free discovery call so that you know you can speak to me at that time at your own calendar, right? It's at your own time that you're comfortable doing. So this is what I'm able to offer you. And if you have any more questions, feel free to leave it down below in the comments. For the next webinar, I'll make sure to talk about more advanced stuff. I definitely will want to incorporate a little bit about the server's software that I'm invested heavily in. I'm not gonna spoil you just yet. Yeah, no spoiler alert. But if you guys have been following me, you should know what I'm talking about. But this will definitely improve your business by a lot if you're able to use a system like this. That's it for today's live video. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace.